Join us in the action as we take you to the most spectacular locations, witness some incredible challenges, and learn a few photographic tricks along the way. Who will ultimately get the shot? Who will be our sharpshooter? Who will win over R500,000 rands worth of prizes? 15 contestants, 10 challenges, one shot, one winner. Only your best will cut it on Sharpshooter South Africa. I mentioned we're going to have 3 teams of 5 members. Our panel of judges have randomly selected those members. Are you ready to find out who you're playing with?
Yeah. Yep.
Right. Team number 1, which from now on will be called Team Optical, will consist of the following: Ian, Lola, Brendan, Brunel, and Judy. Team number 2, which will now be called Team Aperture: Chad, Andrea, Johnson, Miles, and Quena. That leaves our final team, which will be called Team Exposure, which will be Pierre, Tasman, Mbali, Paul, and Sam. That's who you're going to be playing with. Get to know each other a little better. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your first Sharpshooter Challenge. We're here at a fire training ground. This is where our young cadets, our new firemen, are put through their paces. The job of a fireman is often a very thankless task. It's a tough job. It's a dangerous one. The difference is these firemen have a will to save and protect, to save lives. That is what makes them different from other people. That is what makes them true heroes. We have 3 tasks in this first challenge. The tasks are as follows: Inferno, Vertigo, and Backdraft. Team Aperture, which one do you choose?
Inferno.
Team Exposure, which one do you choose?
We'll take Vertigo.
They've got Vertigo. That leaves you, Team Optical. You have got Backdraft. Grab your stuff. May the best shot win. Good luck.
That's it, guys.
Check the petroleum. Okay, what to check lads, eh? Would you need the bigger? Would you take safety like this? How do you have your team here? Stop, guys. Let's get to work. Guys. Let's go, guys.
quickly. There's two people going to the top. Look up your feet, sir. Yeah, thank you. Well, let you get a shot. If you just get a shot. Shoot it dramatic. Okay, I'm hopping up.
Where's Pierre?
You guys are in my way if you don't mind.
What is he doing? Guys, please step back. I'm going far.
Oh my God, I got it.
This is awesome. How are you doing, Jared? Okay, hold me. I need someone to hold me in. Judy's going for the wide. We need to move out.
With the first task of journalism completed by all three teams, the next challenge will be to face the panel. Will they select the right shot and survive their first elimination? When the stakes are this high, only the strongest and most talented photographers will survive. 15 contestants, 10 tasks, 1 shot, 1 winner. Teams, welcome to the gallery. Your first sharpshooter challenge was Heroes. It's going to be interesting to see how your choices measure up under the scrutinizing eye of our judging panel. Now, in a few minutes, you'll be taken through to the lab, where you will be allocated a certain amount of time, during which you must select and put forward your single best shot, which will form part of your team collage as per the brief. However, you must remember that only one single shot from each team will be presented to the gallery as that team's best shot. You're going to be assisted by MacBook Pro, courtesy of DigiCape, and the very easy-to-use Nikon NX2 photo imaging software. These are your professional tools. Use them well. Focus your imagination. Now, I said the other day to my team leaders, with responsibility comes reckoning. Well, this has never been more true. As team leaders, you are automatically up for elimination. And if your team is unsuccessful, you will have to select another member from your team and they become eligible for elimination. One contestant from each losing team will go home today. The panel's decision is final. Are we clear?
Yes.
Then let's go.
In the selection process, I expect there's going to be a lot of pressure on us all. I think it's going to be a bit of a rush to choose the best photo do what we need to do and come together on a common agreement. Yeah.
Welcome to the lab. You are now going to review and select your photographs. You have 30 minutes, and your time starts now.
Right, seats.
So we're going to select our top two.
Select your top two and show me. I think take your two pictures and put them in a separate folder within the folder that you opened.
In your eyes. It takes 2 minutes to download one.
We'll just wait. Think of something else to do. Help Tasman.
We're going to choose like 3 each, 4 each, and then as a group move around and choose each
Okay,
person's
cool.
best
Go
one.
on up.
Does look better.
That is
intense. And because it's close, the detail is pretty sick.
I mean, in the context of this with Vertigo, the guy coming down this one, I've got that one.
Yeah.
And the other one is... Which one? Come on.
Okay. Here's the thing. This one is an amazing photograph. It's just, if it filled the whole frame, then that would be cooler. You could change the background like you say you want to do, but this one has more emotion on it. I mean, look at his face.
Contrast is perfect. Show me that one again.
This one's in the same.
Yeah, I prefer that one.
The darker.
Yeah, I like that one. It's fun.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Hero lurping out of the scene.
What is this untitled for?
There it goes, look. There it goes. There. Okay.
Legend. Okay.
Is this your best shot, Sam?
I think it is.
As long as you're happy with it, as long as it's your best shot.
I think the crop is better because you've got too much maybe on the floor here. Yeah. I think they might consider that as dead space.
That looks beautiful, just as is. I love
I
it.
also think so.
Yeah, I'm going to do
And I
that.
like that shot. What do you think?
Just enhance the colors a little bit.
That lens flare is going to be
Yeah,
too
I think so too. I'm just going to bring some light back in here.
Can we make fire come out of the window? I don't think so.
Awesome.
Lovely, perfect. I need a hero.
No, I was saving it to the desktop and it just bombed out. My whole thing's just gone now.
Keep going, keep going.
Oh, it's stressful.
Group vote, guys. She's still not sure about what image to use.
The other one now.
All right, team exposure. You're going to have to start making your selections. Time is almost up. We've got to wrap this up. You've got 2 minutes.
What are we going to do? Which one?
What about this one? What about that one?
Oh gosh.
Which one do you think, Paul?
That one might not show vertigo, but we can explain why we chose
I like
it.
my bottom, my other one. I think mine is the most drama.
You're going to have to call it.
Choose it.
You want me to call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your choice.
And the light coming through it, moving.
1 minute, people. In 60 seconds, you walk away from those computers. Choose your best shot and your team shot.
Yeah, I've saved it. I was just thinking if I had a bit of time, I'd do another one.
See, now it's saying I cannot save.
Can I see it?
Which one? The one that looked right?
Yeah.
Let's just leave it on there. That's fine. It's just a preview.
Perfect.
1 minute.
Okay, guys.
I think perhaps this one then.
Just tell which one do you want?
Take this one on.
A or B, A or B.
Definitely.
Quickly, guys, I need to vote.
Just quickly.
I'm just yes, I just need
Final image, I'm calling it.
That's it. Time is up. Your time in the lab is over, ladies and gentlemen. Team exposure, please collect your equipment. I'll meet you back at the gallery. Team aperture, Johnson, you're team leader. Have you chosen your team shot?
Chads.
Chads, that's your team shot. Congratulations, take your equipment. I'll meet you back in the gallery. Which ones? That's all for you, Team Optical. Please wrap it up now. Let's get your equipment. Good luck, and I'll see you back at the gallery. Let's move.
Oh, wow. What an intense experience. We just had to find our perfect shot.
I don't know what just happened. When the computer froze up, I thought I was doing something horribly wrong, which I think I did. I think it was all my fault.
I bring 20 years of experience of commercial photography to the show. I'm looking forward to sharing that with the contestants. Being a photographer is all about your brief, all about the discipline of photography you've chosen, all the way from photojournalism to advertising. There's many different ways in which photography is applied and used every day. What I'm looking for in the best shot is if the contestants have completed the brief in an artistic and creative way. And I'm looking forward through the show and the task to actually possibly find South Africa's next great photographer.
I've been in the industry for about 25 years, in front of the camera and behind the camera. I am extremely opinionated and I know what a good photograph is. What I'm looking for in a photograph is beauty and the light at the end of the day. The photograph has to look beautiful. I'm looking for someone with an original idea, with a composition that is just so obscure and so phenomenal at the same time. I'm looking for beauty, I'm looking for magnificent light. Somebody who is able to capture a moment that none of the others were able to do.
My knowledge of photography extends back to the advertising days. I used to do a lot of photographic shoots, a lot of stills, a lot of television, worked with some major photographers in South Africa and incredible art directors. And it's the whole experience of the production, the capturing of a moment or capturing of a client's brief to the photographer and what you expect as a client from your photographer or from the project or the shoot. And it is really how they've captured, or the photographer has captured your brief and bringing magic to whatever your product is, which is, I think, what we all look for in photographers.
Ladies, if I may, I'd like to say that when I was on the shoot, the focus was heroes. I saw how the teams worked. It was about a team spirit, a team effort, and some teams were much better than others.
This is backdrop.
Backdrop.
And this is the shot that they've chosen as their winning shot.
Do we think that's the best shot of the collage?
There are 4 good photographs on this for me.
And the best
it's
one?
not that one.
No.
This one, which was Vertigo?
This was Vertigo, and the winning shot they chose was here.
I think that's a very difficult subject to shoot, and it just doesn't kind of have the drama that these have.
They didn't choose the right photograph.
And this one?
That's Inferno.
That's their winning.
That's their
winning one.
The winning the one they chose.
But I'm just looking at all 3 of these right now, and obviously they're all different situations.
I must be honest, I prefer this shot. I would have chosen that as my winning shot. I just love the fact that there's these firemen, these hoses, the water squirting, the fire in the background. I just think that is the sexiest shot.
It is a sexy shot.
This is my best photograph in the whole table today.
I still think there's something wonderful about this. It's like the end of the day, and it's after all the drama, and I think
it looks like they're just tired and exhausted. This to me tells a story.
Yeah.
At least there's something going on here. Heroes.
These 2 are heroes.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a nice angle, but I'll be honest, I have no idea what he's doing.
He could be strangling someone.
He's tying his shoe for all I know. So, what are we thinking?
For me, this is the winning shot.
Are you in agreement?
Yes.
Remember, heroes, right?
Yes, that says it, but it doesn't have the magic.
This is the team that's going to win.
Okay.
But I think after reviewing over all of this, at least from my point of view, I don't feel the correct shot was chosen on any of the collages.
I agree with you completely.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
But now we do have to choose
their
choice of the best shot, and that's it. Their choice of their best shot.
This is the best shot.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, man, it's painful. All right, so we've got a best shot. All right.
Rock and roll.
My shot has been selected as a final image. I'm very, very concerned. I think it's an emotive shot, but I don't know. We don't know what the other teams are doing, so to say I got the heroic shot, we shall have to see.
I don't think I chose the best shot because I lost the shot that I wanted. Well, I've got the smile on my face, so my shot was the best shot.
I'm going to begin, panel, by asking you to please give us a brief description of what you wanted from the challenge heroes.
I think the panel has decided unanimously that we were looking for the moment of heroism, that unsung hero, which was in your brief, and also the task which you were given. Example, vertigo, backdraft. How you incorporated that into your brief.
Thank you, panel. Can we please have now Johnson for Team Aperture? Can we have Mbali for Team Exposure and Ian from Team Optical up? Please come and join the panel around the table and make sure you have your collage and your best shot with you as well. I'm going to hand over to the panel now. They're going to have a brief chat with the three of you.
How's it, guys?
Fine, and you?
Well, should we start with Team Aperture? Explain to us why this was your shot.
We feel out of every shot that we have, it is the one that best describes the moment. There's 5 firemen working as a team heading towards a fire. And to us, the hero should be perfectly balanced, so the image is symmetrical. So the one they chose as portrait, so as the one that best describes the entire story, the center of it.
How do you think you worked as a team?
I think we worked incredibly well. There was no arguments at all. We all agreed on a very specific task. We all had our creative space, and we worked very, very well together in that way.
Bali, please.
Thank you.
Thank you. And explain to us why this was your shot.
Okay, so the main reason why we chose that particular photograph was that it stuck to the brief. It also incorporated the vertigo aspect because we needed to show that it was happening from kind of like a height perspective. We needed to show that there was some height involved within that shot. So that's why we incorporated the building in the background. And that's why we chose that one.
Okay. And Team Optical. And explain to us why this was your shot.
This embodied the hero, the mood, the drama, the coloring. It also tells the story of the guy with his axe. He's walking away, and he's walking away to his family.
Are you confident this was the right choice?
I am indeed.
And Bali, are you confident that was the right choice?
Yes.
Yes.
John, yes?
Indeed. Definitely.
Can I ask you something, Johnson?
Of course.
Why would you not have chosen that one?
It made the hero seem very, very small in the image to me, so it kind of took that out of it. There's not that intensity of the flames that you see in that shot, so I much prefer that. There's this more sense of danger, whereas in this one it's arty, but it doesn't describe the hero as well as I would have liked.
Okay. Imbal, I have a question for you. Who took this shot?
That was taken by Paul.
Paul.
Yes.
Why did you not choose this shot?
Because the shot that we chose had so much intensity on his face.
How do I know he's resuscitating somebody? As far as I'm concerned, he'd just taken off his boots. Remember, photography, the image, must tell you the story, right, guys?
The complete story, yeah.
And we felt this shot was a little more powerful.
We actually had a conversation about that particular image. To us, that hero walking away from the scene with his utensils in his hand, etc., with those feelings, with that drama, it just actually tells the story.
Out of the 3 shots that we were presented, we felt that this shot was the best shot that was presented.
Okay.
But we don't think the best shots were chosen out of your collage to represent each team. Do you think you gave the judging process enough time in the edit to choose the best shot? Because you did not show us the best shot in the collage according to us. And we're pretty unanimous on this, if I may say.
I do agree that maybe we could have given it a lot more time, but we didn't have the time. Under the circumstances, everything was an element of surprise and time constraints, so we had to make a decision, and based on the shortness, that's the one we went for.
Are you happy? I'm going to have to stop you there. Team leaders, go back and join your teams, please.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
The time of reckoning is here. The panel has deliberated, they've chatted, and they have come to a decision. Like I said, their decision is final. Brian mentioned now that he felt none of the teams gave them the best shot. So what you're saying, panel, is that you did not get the best shot from a single one of the teams, right?
That is correct, yes.
Do you recall me saying to you, as in the world of photography, expect the unexpected? Things can change. Well, things have certainly changed here today. Because of this, on this challenge, there will be no reward, there will be no immunity, and there will be no prize. All 3 of our team leaders are up for elimination. I now need all 3 of our team leaders, Johnson, Mbali, and Ian, to choose another member of your team, and please come back and join our panel. You take a seat in the chair, you stand behind him there, Miles.
Team Aperture. Why Miles?
I feel out of all the shots there that his was the weakest. I feel that as a team we work very well together, but as an any team, people stand out. And when we were shooting the task, that he was a much more aggressive shooter, not really planning his shots, and for me that is a disadvantage for the team.
And Bali?
It was a bit difficult to work with her. We physically had to help her with setting up each of the shots, which was a disadvantage for our team, especially when it came to things like the editing part.
No one helped me get my shots. It was just a matter of helping me set up the camera. And the first time doing photography ever. That's all. The shots I did by myself.
Are you proud of what you did?
Yes, definitely. I would never have thought I would get so far.
Which shot is yours?
Yeah, please. Which shot is yours?
The bottom left. Oh, sorry.
Please, Team Optical. Why Brendan?
I sincerely feel that every single one of those pictures there deserves to be up. It was a very tough decision to get to where we were. I have motivated why we took that one as the best shot. However, I'm basing my decision on a very, very last-minute decision, and it's based purely on the team ethics. Did we pull together as a team? Who wasn't there at a certain time when we had meetings? And I felt that Brendan did let us down as far as that is concerned.
Yeah, look, each to their own. Maybe I like to wonder and ponder a bit. I guess I wasn't always with the team, but yeah, for sure. I respect his decision, so that's cool.
And which one is your shot, Brendan?
Bottom left, that one.
Now, you know
absolutely
what we said, and you picked him anyway.
As I said, I made my decision walking here.
Okay. So we come to that time then when someone has to be eliminated. The one thing that hasn't changed yet today is that 2 of you will still be turning your camera switches to the off position. 2 of you will still be going home. 2 of you are leaving Sharpshooter South Africa today. Panel, who is the first person facing elimination?
Team exposure? It's difficult to say, but one of you is going home. The person who did not take the best shot is you, Mbali.
Really?
You did not take the best shot. You are not ready to be a sharpshooter.
Can I just ask
Is
why?
this your shot?
Yes, that's mine.
It's just not a great shot, Bali. It really, there's no imagination. It's just a bland shot.
But like, he looks so like big and buff. He's a superhero. I mean, that's exactly why
That's the weakest photo of the collage.
Panel's decision is final. Mbali, please leave the gallery.
Bye, guys. Have fun.
Right, and we go back to our panel.
This is tough. This is really tough, guys.
It's terrible.
I have to say something. As far as a collage goes, I feel that this has to be the best collage that I've seen here today. Now, which is yours?
It's also really nice.
You all did very, very well, I think.
Well, I think per the brief, being backdraft, when it comes down between the two of you, my vote gets that.
No, you're right.
Brendan, you did not take the best shot. You are not ready to be a sharpshooter. Please, turn in your bag.
Thanks, guys.
Brendan, will you please leave the gallery? Thank you, panel. Thank you, contestants. The rest of you can take your seats, please.
Well done, you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ian.
Well done, everyone.
Right, there we have it. So clearly, you have to up your game. Stay sharp. Look sharp. Stay focused. And I'll see you on the next challenge.
It was a blast. My sharpshooter experience was incredible. I had fun. I met some incredible people, and I'll remember it for a long time. I'm not so sure if the panel was fair, but I think that they needed to make a choice, and I just happened to be the one they chose.
Wow, I loved it. Every minute. I mean, I wasn't even here that long, and I'm really upset because if I could have been here double that, I would have learned double as much, you know. I learned so much. I think the panel might have had a little bit of a contradiction. I mean, I'm sure some people will agree with me. I know a lot of people did. Yeah.
The whole dynamic of that judging was pretty intense for me personally. I'm still a little bit shaking. I felt really on edge and nervous for the contestants. And yeah, they were really, really hard decisions. I mean, we didn't come to that lightly. We didn't want to see anybody go. I think within the teams, it is obvious who is struggling, and we will see if they can have what it takes, if they've got the best shot for the next challenge.